Hey, we're here. Hi, Wilma. How are you?
Hi,
I'm
Joe.
really excited to have you here this morning, and thank you for giving up your time. And really excited that you're going to be an expert coach in my perimenopause group. So, without further ado, tell us who you are, what you do, and how you can help.
Yeah, oh, of course, of course. First of all, I'm really excited to be part of this. It's fabulous. I'm so happy that you invited me in to your group. So it's wonderful to be here. So my name is Wilma Anderson. I'm originally from Scotland, but I live in the south of Spain, and I'm a women's holistic health coach. So I do all things holistic, where we're talking about balancing hormones or losing weight, sleep, environment, all that stuff that
The
all
shit.
together helps us holistically. Yeah, yeah. Weight
Really.
loss is my thing, nutrition and weight loss and meals and menu planning and all that kind of thing. But can also dive into menopause and all that fun stuff or not so
It's,
fun
it's,
stuff.
it's a big circle, isn't it? One
Yeah.
helps the other, and you can't really do one without the other. So,
Mm-mm.
the
It's
holistic comes
all
into
interlinked. Yeah.
exactly. So, how did you get into this? How long have you been coaching, and what brought you to this
Yeah.
place?
Well, the short version, it was all happened during COVID, you know, that time when it just seems so far away, doesn't it? It doesn't
Yeah,
mean it's
seems like a
all
lifetime ago now, doesn't it?
4 years ago. Wow. So it was during that time, and when we all had sort of time on our hands, you know, it was kind of like, okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? And I kind of sat down, and at that point, I thought to myself, do you know what, Wilma? I was 55 at the time, and I thought, you know, you've lived more life than you've got left, if we're being realistic here.
Yeah, never
What
thought
do
of
you
it
want to,
that way, but yeah,
yeah, what do you want to do with the bit that's left? What do you want to do with that bit? And my husband and I had a property management business here in Spain, and I was liking it, but not loving it, you know. And
mm,
we had done it for so long, and it was just kind of like going through the motions. And I thought, no, I need to do something for me. You know, I need to do something for me. I was in menopause, I had put weight on, I was eating not so great, and I just had that light bulb moment that, you know, what you going to do? I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to look like, but I just knew I needed to do something for me. And then it just all kind of
evolved.
evolved, really. One thing led to the next, to the next, to the next, and then I started going down the coaching road and learning more about nutrition. I mean, I had done it at school, at high school, a zillion years ago, but
Mm.
you know, it was bits of it was there, but a lot of it I needed to kind of refresh my memory, and things had changed. You know, things had changed. So that's kind of how I got started. Never looked back, really.
A similar story to me, actually. Mine was lockdown as well. Yeah,
Was it?
yeah. Started with me, and then just I
Yeah.
helped myself. So then it was I wanted to help everyone else as well. Oh,
And don't you
amazing!
think that's so important though, Joey? If we don't look after us,
Yeah,
how can we look after the family or elderly parents or our friends or you know that you're not I'm here to help, but you know, you have to be in
and
your
at that
best.
time of life, everything kind of comes to a head, doesn't it? You feel
Mhm.
responsible for everything. So not only have you got kids, you've also got the elderly parents. You coming from both sides, and
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's all about looking after us, like you said.
Mhm.
So, how can you help in the group? So, what are you going to add to my group to help the ladies?
Well, I'm really excited to get started, I have to say. So I'm going to look at things like nutrition, weight gain, and just foods that they can adapt and introduce into their lifestyle, maybe stuff that they haven't thought about, maybe stuff that they knew about, but maybe a different slant on it. I've got menus I can pop in and kind of like shopping guides and things like that. I'm also creating some programs for ladies to go in and start to work through it themselves. And mindset. Oh, mindset is the key to
Yeah,
everything, isn't it?
it is. Yeah, if you don't have the right mindset, then you might as well not even bother.
Mm-mm.
You're
Mm.
halfway there if you've got the right mindset.
Exactly. And I think for me, talking about myself, I didn't have the right mindset. You know,
Mm.
I was just thinking, it was just going to happen and everything was going to be rosy. And I thought, no, I'm going to have to put some work in. We're in
Yeah.
a what's the word I'm looking for? A quick fix world. Everybody wants it now, and Amazon's to blame. They, you
Yeah.
order it and you get the same day. So we want the body. We want to have the kind of freer mindset. We want to have all the things, but we also have to put some work into it. And we
Yeah. And
start here.
I think it's about acceptance as well, don't you think? Because once you accept the way you are, I
Yeah,
think it's easier to make the changes to make you feel better, but not to please everyone else around you, to please yourself and to make yourself feel good and to make you be healthier for you and accept, you might not need to climb a mountain, and run a marathon. Just accept that, okay, as long as I'm, doing a bit of strength training, keeping my bones and my muscles strong, then that's good enough for me. I learned that massive hurdle of accepting how I was and how my body reacted to things. And when I thought, okay, it's good enough now, I'm healthy enough, and this is it. Don't strive for looking like I did when I was 25. Let go of that because it's not going to happen.
that's the thing I think. Oh, is there a little? Oh, I thought it was a little echo there. The thing I think, for me personally, is for us to make our feel good weight. It's not the number on the scale, it's how we feel. And
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but if I've been had a blowout or been on holiday and maybe just overindulged, like over the Christmas period and everything, you put on some trousers, you think, oof, that's a little bit tight, I'm gonna have to do something here. But then the minute you start to zip up these trousers or whatever it is, put on that top and it's not bulging at the boobs or anything like that, and you think, I actually feel good now. And it's
Yeah.
just that bit that
And
just
even
makes
just
you feel good.
getting rid of that bloated feeling, I think, because sometimes you don't even look any different. If you look in the mirror, you looked exactly like you did when you had the bloating, but you don't feel like you did. You feel better. So
Yeah,
then mentally you look better. But if you looked at a photo, you'd look the same, but you feel like you look better because you feel better.
yeah,
And that's my
100%.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
And
whole holistic thing, isn't it?
it is, and it's not just about what we think, it's what we see, what's coming into our world, it's our environment, it's all the whole thing. And quite
Boundaries.
often, I guess I've been quite fortunate being here in Spain. That sounds really bad. Being away from my family, I don't mean it like that, but
Oh, yes, you do.
we're here on our own. You know what I mean? There's no family or friends from back in the day sort of friends.
Yeah,
It's new
I know
friends,
you.
it's different friends. You
Yeah,
evolve. So I kind of had there been any negativity in my previous life, I kind of left it there,
yeah. You
but I know
gravitate
not everybody
towards
can.
more positive people and more positive, like-minded people,
Hmm.
stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's really important to have those boundaries and to know when to say no to people and when and who to cut out your life. I know it sounds pretty harsh, but it's sometimes it's got to be done, hasn't it? I mean, you don't have to like say you're not my friend anymore, but just say no often enough and they stop asking. That's how I found it.
Yeah, and I think as well, I don't know about you, but as I've gone down the path of life, I'm a little bit more, dare I say it, selective.
Yeah.
And that sounds really bad, but I just think sometimes I think, no, I think I'm choosing me, not in a selfish way,
Yeah.
absolutely not. But I kind of think, the time I've got, I want to be doing the things I want to be doing with
Yeah.
who I want to be doing them with.
Stop people pleasing.
That was me for forever.
It's not healthy to people please. It makes you feel nice briefly because you've made someone feel good. But if it makes you rubbish, makes you feel rubbish and drains you of everything else and you've got no time for yourself, then it's not a healthy thing to do.
I didn't actually realize that I was a people pleaser. Do you know what I mean? I just did my thing. but it was always evolved or revolved around other people. And when I start, like I said, when I started to kind of sit down and take time, because I remember before COVID, and we were so busy with work and everything. And I used to say to my husband, I just wish everything would stop for 24 hours so I could regroup and then I'll be fine. But it never did. And then, of course, it did stop for
For a
longer
couple
than
of years.
24 hours. But and I was so grateful for that, because I would have still been on that hamster wheel of doing all things for everybody else and nothing for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
So I'm
relate to that.
grateful for COVID, really. I
Yeah.
mean, not
I mean,
the
yeah, I know
positive
what you
part.
mean. I mean, it was sad. Lots of people lost their lives and not very well. But I think it taught a lot of people a lot of lessons just to slow down and regroup. So that was like the good thing that came out of it, I think. And it
Mm,
brought us all online, because if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't have made my perimenopausal group. I might have maybe gone down the wellness route because of my perimenopause that I had, but I would have just been working locally with a handful of women.
hmm.
Whereas now online, because COVID forced us to go online,
Yeah,
look, helping 4,600 women now instead. And
yeah,
it's growing every day. So,
yeah,
I'm grateful for that. Really grateful for that.
yeah. And the benefits that what everyone's going to get from the group and do get from the group are
Yeah.
huge. And even just if someone just gets the smallest little thing from it, you
Yeah.
think, job done, because everybody needs different things at different stages. Not
Yeah.
everybody is needing the same thing at the same time. And I think that's what's so
Absolutely.
good about the group, is it's diverse. There's little bits of hormones and a little bit, let's say, on weight loss, and a little bit on food, and a little bit on mindset, and little bits that
Yeah.
people can just
Everyone needs
dive in.
something different. And the fact that I lost my Facebook account, again, that, I went through all the emotions there, like panic, stress, upset, until I realized, okay, this is all right. Well, how do I need to get content in for the ladies to help? And then I had the idea of introducing all of you lot. So it's turned out for the better, really, because the ladies are
Great.
going to get more diverse help, not just little old me. And you ladies are going to have access to help lots of other ladies. So I'm a big believer of everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. When one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah.
And I always say, it's not a problem. We find the solution. We
Yeah.
always find the solution. So in the moment, it might be like, oh no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then you think, right, calm down.
Yeah.
Now, let's just take this bit by bit and let's fix it.
Yeah.
And look what you've done. You've fixed it
Yeah.
in more than likely a bigger and better way than you had before. No disrespect there, but it's
No,
growing.
definitely. 100%. Yeah. The
Mm,
ladies are going to get so much more help. It's going to grow so much more. And, and I get to work with you guys. So winner, winner. I
winner,
was going to
winner.
say chicken dinner then, but I'm a vegetarian. So lentil dinner.
Lentil dinner, yeah, lentil dal or something like that. How fab, fab.
Lovely, Wilma. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we cut off?
Only just that I'm really delighted to be part of this. I'm so happy that you invited me, so grateful, and really looking forward to getting to know the ladies more in the group. And if any of them want to reach out and have a chat, then absolutely I'm here. I'll dive in out as much as I can with
Brilliant.
everything else that's going on. But yeah, just happy to be here and meet you all.
Well, I'm going to post this into the group this week, and it's also going to be on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to try and I'm not relying on just Facebook anymore. I've learned to, have everything somewhere else as well.
Yeah.
So everything's going to be on the YouTube channel, and between the two, people will know where to find you.
Fabulous.
So thank you so much, and have a lovely rest of the day.
You too. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.